Hi, my name is Alex and I'm the head of support for Aplos. A transaction is movement of money in, from, or within your organization. So now that you have your accounts set up, you will use those accounts in transactions, which will eventually lead you to being able to run reports. To help us move into transactions, let's take a look at our example. Maddie over here's got a lemonade stand that's been growing by leaps and bounds. Maddie, how's everything going?
It's going pretty good.
Maddie's got all of her accounts set up, and now that she's actually receiving money and spending money, she needs to know how to do that in Aplos. For any transaction that has impact on your bank balances or cash balances, you're going to use the register in Aplos. Once on the register screen at the top, you'll see where you can pick what account you're working in. So this is where you're going to pick what bank account or cash drawer you want to record transactions for. Below that, you'll find the entry bar where you can enter a new transaction. So for any transaction you're going to enter in the register, you're going to need a date, a payee, an account, a fund, and then an amount. There's two options for the amount. You have payment and deposit. For payments, you'll likely always choose one of your expense accounts that you've already set up. For deposits, you're going to pick an income account that you have set up. Once the transaction's saved, you'll see it below with the list of all the other transactions you have. So Maddie's been selling quite a lot of lemonade. Now that she wants to record the income of this lemonade that she sold, she'll go to the register, and for the date, she'll put in the date of the deposit that she made at the bank. For the payee, she's going to enter lemonade sales. Really, the payee is just the source or the destination of the money. So if someone gives you something, they're the payee. If you go to the store and buy something, the store is the payee. For the account, she's going to pick her lemonade sales income account, since that's the way she's receiving the money. For the fund, Maddie actually wants this money to go towards expanding her lemonade stand, so she's going to pick the new stand fund. Next, she can put in a comment to describe the transaction if she'd like. Otherwise, she'll just go to the deposit field and enter the amount that she's depositing. Now let's take a look at an expense. Maddie's been spending money to grow her new lemonade stand, so she's going to enter the transactions as she spends the money. The date will be whatever date she spent the money on. The payee will be wherever she spent the money, so Home Depot. The account is going to be whatever expense account she wants to hit. So in this case, she's buying lumber for the new lemonade stand, so this could be lumber or building materials expenses. She can enter a comment if she'd like, or just go to the payment field and enter how much the building materials were for. So now that the second story's been built for the lemonade stand, let's check in with Maddie. Maddie, how are things going?
My brother Andrew's helped me out. He's selling wheatgrass shots.
Wheatgrass shots. Andrew, how's that go? Adorable. Some other things that Maddie can do while entering a transaction is split or enter information for tags. For a split transaction, this is used if the amount of money that you're spending is split among multiple expense accounts. So let's take a look at an example. Let's say Maddie went to the store, but she actually spent money for her office supplies expense account and building materials expense account. So to enter this transaction, Maddie's going to click Split on the entry line. Once this is open, she'll go through and put in all the information for the payee, the date, and the amount, and then below that she's going to click Add Another Row to add what's called a split line. What this will allow you to do is break up the total amount among multiple expense accounts. So she would pick in one line office supplies, and then whatever amount she spent on office supplies. And then the next line down, she will pick building materials, and then the remainder. Once this is entered, she'll click Submit to save the transaction. So before we go, Maddie, do you have anything else you want to say?
That's Andrew, my brother.
Andrew, what about you? Anything?
Look.
Yeah, the wheels are turning. You can see it. He's got that entrepreneurial spirit. See you next time.